Hey, thanks for staying with us. My guest now is Jim Moody. He's a candidate for mayor. Jim, how you doing?
Good. Good morning, Jack.
Yeah, as a new candidate and one who's run on a pro-business posture, what are you running into? And of all times, it seems like this would be your year. And are you finding that kind of traction?
Well, you know, I think as a result of the economy and the job losses and things like that, people are much more open-minded to new approaches than they have been in the past.
Mm-hmm.
With regards to my business background, I really believe that's my big strength that I am playing to and that I can offer to Toledoans is to recognize what it's like to have to stick to a budget, maybe take a more business-like approach on, overtime costs and labor expenses. I mean, we all pay for these. So, we've been out there I got a great team. Every day we're out banging on doors. This weekend's been pretty incredible with all the festivals and things like that we've had to go to. I'm not afraid to tell you, it's new to me. I mean, I'm not new. I'm used to hard work. Make no mistake on that.
But, every Republican that I've watched has always run on, let me have the lead because I can run it like a business. What is it that keeps the community from saying, yeah, let's try it the business way? I mean, how come you're not getting more traction?
I'm getting lots of traction now,
right.
and the polls and recently have been showing the increases we're getting. But I think
what are the polls showing?
Well, there was a snap poll after a mayoral debate, last week, and immediately after the debate, you would find that our campaign actually led through the entire of all the candidates.
Okay.
The one thing is that in the past, I think that things have been going along so smooth that why rock the boat? Well, the problem is that the boat's sinking right now, and I think people are looking for a new way, a new captain, a new direction, a new way to bail out our boat. And that's why I think that people have been much more open-minded to our candidacy than maybe that they have been in the past.
How does a Republican in a labor town, particularly a white Republican in a town that's about almost 30% African American, how do you campaign in the black community? And are you running into reception there that you like?
I have been doing very well in the African American community. And remember, I am the only candidate, I'm the first candidate and the only candidate that I'm aware of to actually sponsor an African American business summit for small businesses to try to even not only learn but formulate some plans on how we can help the African American small business grow. And we came out with some great results that we've posted. One of them is we need to start reducing the bid size so that small business can start being able to bid a little bit more effectively. And remember, business owners employ people, and the greatest growth for job potential in Toledo right now is small business. Not only that, we talked about making it easier for small businesses to become bonded so that they can go after some of these contracts. Start getting the MBE designations a little bit easier, and the other thing that we want to do is we want to start working with banks and get banks to lien accounts receivables of small businesses so that they're willing to make the loans so small businesses can start going after this. This all came as a result of this African American Business Summit. So we're out there, we're working hard.
Right. None of the candidates that I know of have spoken openly about the incident of a couple of weeks ago where the young African-American male was beaten by two officers when the kid refused to stop dancing or something, or wouldn't move from a stoop. How do you feel about that incident, and why haven't you said anything about it? And are the candidates waiting for someone to
I think
come
that's
forward?
a fair question, and first of all, I feel bad for not only the parents of that young man, but I also feel bad for the families of the police officers. I'm waiting for, obviously we need to give everybody involved their fair hearing. And let's see what the internal affairs investigations come out and things like that.
It's been 2 weeks, so how long does it take?
That's a good point, and that leads very much to part of our candidacy is that we need to have a much more transparency and openness. This really, in my opinion, it would not be unreasonable for the chief of police to come out and say where the investigation's at, what we're doing, But for me to comment on it right now, I think would be inappropriate. I just, The one thing is, though, is there's, crime is on the increase, and things have got to stop. We got to better protect our children and our parents. And again, I don't necessarily know the circumstances behind all this, but sometimes parents need to be a little accountable
Can I
too.
give you a real quick hardball question?
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you feel about the proposed school going into the former synagogue there at Kenwood and up there by the University of Toledo? And there's some neighbors trying to fight that. You got 30 seconds to give me an answer on what do you think about that?
Well, I think that we need to listen to our neighbors, but I also think we need to provide for our children too, and I think we can find that happy medium. I think I went to the neighborhood meeting, and I think what a lot of neighbors were really concerned about is that they never had a fair hearing. I think that's their biggest argument.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I wish you good luck.
Good morning. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks for joining us for Coffee with the Fords, a public affairs presentation of 13 ABC.